Hey y'all, Chantel here. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for joining today. If you like what you see, you already know what to do, baby. Please don't forget to subscribe. Also turn on that bell icon by the right hand side so that whenever I post new content, you'll be one of the first to be notified. Alrighty, thank you so much. Today's video is a Q&A, which is one I'm excited about. It's been a while since we did. Has it been a while? Yeah, actually, it's been a few months since we did a Q&A on this channel. So I put out a post on both YouTube and Instagram asking you all to ask me anything. So there was no cap with this one. There were no restrictions. Just ask me anything. And I thought people were going to give it sizzling hot. On the other hand, though, I wasn't so surprised with the questions I got because I've come to realize that my community are a bunch of seasoned individuals. We don't behave crass. So yeah, I'm just going to be answering the questions you all left in the comments. Okay, starting with the Instagram responses. This person asked, how you doing? Hope wedding planning isn't stressing you out. No, my darling. She's even getting married soon, so I should be asking her this question. How are you? Hope wedding planning is not stressing you out. So to answer mine, no, it's not stressing me out. I'm very chill. I'm very cool. I'm just taking it one day at a time, basically. Next person asked, how are you doing for real? Hope you're not stressed out in any way. You guys are so caring. What did I do? What good did I do to deserve amazing people like you? So same answer with the last question. I'm doing great. I'm not stressed out. I'm very okay, actually. You're beautiful. Can I get an invite for your wedding? Thank you for the compliment, first off. But in terms of invite for my wedding, we'll see how that goes. I really love your sit-down videos. Please do more of them. Thank you. I really love them as well, and I plan to do more of them. How are you? The next person asks, I'm fine, my darling. IB, how are you too? How are you doing? Another person, love you. I love you too. Official Real Jovi. It's a bunch of how are yous actually, so I'm going to skip all of that. How are you? May God answer all your prayers. Amen. Thank you. You too. Where is your dream vacation? The number one on my list has always been is Greece. Well, recently I added Turkey and Mexico. So those three are part of my dream vacation locations. How many kids would you like to have? By the grace of God, 3. So 3, between 2 and 3 actually. How's wedding preparation going? Fine. A bunch of how's wedding preparation going. Thank you guys. I really appreciate it. But yeah, to answer all of your questions, it's going fine. Would you consider a hangout with your subscribers whenever you visit Lagos? Yeah, actually, I'd really like to have a hangout with my subscribers. I'm even working on that sometime in the nearest future. Visiting Lagos pretty soon, so I don't think it will happen this time. Chantel, you've lost weight. You always look adorable either way. Oh, thank you so much. Yes, I have lost weight. But I don't want to start praising myself yet. You all know how these things work. You might start talking about it, and before you know, you slide back into what you were doing before you start losing the weight. The next part of our question is, are you documenting it? No, I'm not documenting it because I've tried documenting and it never goes as planned. So with this one, I'm just going to do what I've been doing, and when I get to my goal weight, I'll just do a sit-down video and tell you all what I did to achieve that, if that makes any sense. Not a question, but you're so cute. Thank you for inspiring me. You're welcome. Thank you too. Okay, this person has 2 parts to her question. Said, how's wedding planning going? And are you and your partner taking preparatory classes? Is planning stressful? We're yet to start our preparatory classes because we're not in the same location. Eventually, when we get together, we'll start that, and yeah, we'll see how that goes. The next question is, the biggest thing you've unlearned this year? Ooh, that's an amazing question. I'm trying to think. I would say it's been a continuation of what I already know. I'm still in the process of unlearning it, and that would be thinking that what people have to say about me is important. Yeah, I think that's it. What people will say holds no water in my books anymore. I feel like maturity and age has a huge role to play in that, and that's like the huge unlearning I have done, or I'm still doing, if that answers your question. In terms of this year, what I have unlearned this year, I can't really think of anyone at this moment. To complete the responses from Instagram, this person asked, are you still friends with Nello Okeke? I'm trying so hard to understand why some of you are so invested in my friendship or the lack thereof with Nello Okeke. Why? Get this question in most of my Q&As, but I'm going to give it this one-time audience. Hopefully we move on from it and I never get to get questions like that anymore. I'm just going to say this. There's no answer I give or do not give that will not tip you in one way or another. So I'm just going to leave it to your perception. Believe what you want to believe and can we just move on? Okay. Thank you so much. So YouTube community questions, a bunch of them. Are you back on an active weight loss journey? How is that going? I'm currently on a weight loss journey and trying so hard to stay consistent. What keeps you going? I have mine documented on my YouTube channel, yet I struggle most of the time. Like I mentioned, I documented some before now, but it did not just work out. It's just normal. Don't stress yourself about it. Yeah, I'm on an active weight loss journey now. Basically just working out and eating less, being strictly on my IF this time because I found out that is what works for me. No soda, sugar, processed food, none of that. That's it. That's what I've been doing. My second question is, you haven't posted on Chic Stars in a while. I've been looking to buy outfits from there. Should we expect new items soon? Yeah, I'm working on that. I don't have anything in stock. That's why it looks like that page is dormant, but very soon that will change. Okay, so just keep an eye out. I'll also let you all know when that happens. My question is, what advice will you give to a small YouTuber feeling discouraged at some point, feeling like her content might just not be too good, therefore considering and contemplating on quitting YouTube? It happens to every one of us. Everyone feels that way at some point when it comes to their YouTube journey. One thing I would tell you, which is something I would tell myself, if it's something you're passionate about, if it's something you have envisaged would do better in the future, please keep at it. Don't give up. It only gets better. That's what I always tell people. You cannot go from 10 subscribers to 0 subscribers. It's almost impossible. Keep pushing, and trust me when I tell you that you will get there. This kind of mirrors my story because when I started out, I just was tired at some point, but I kept at it. I just knew that something positive will come out from this journey, and a lot of positive things have shown up. You get? So just keep at it. Don't give up. Don't be too concerned about your quality, but still give room for improvement, right? So just continue with what you have. When the money starts coming in, then you buy gadgets to improve on quality and all of that. Be yourself as well. Don't mask your personality. I keep saying that people that will love you, and at the end of the day, not everybody has to love you. So the little you have in your corner, thank God for them and interact with them, move on and keep pushing. Yeah, I hope that made a lot of sense to you and inspires you not to give up, because if you give up, now you lose. Imagine the time and money and stress you have invested already. You now want to give all of that up. Nah. I love how you rock different cuts of clothing without us seeing any bra wahala. I want to know your tips, Biko. I love your shapewear videos. Please make something for bras and underwear choice in general, especially for girls who like food. Okay, bra wahala. I think this is like a full video on its own, but one tip I learned really early from my mom in terms of your bra size. The size of your bra is not what covers the boobs, it's what covers the tissue, the breast tissue on the side. So if the cup covers that area, then you know you have your perfect size. But if it's just covering this half area, then it's not your perfect size, and you should get your perfect size that is comfortable enough. And you know that there are different types of bras. There's bra for t-shirt, there's a deep plunge bra in case I'm wearing like a low neckline top. Yeah, I have a bunch of those. So if you like me to do a video for just bras, then I'm willing to do that. When you relocate to the UK, what's your plan with your store? If I eventually relocate, I don't think I will close my store. I'll probably give it to someone else to handle so that I can be pushing in things from where I am, and hopefully the person sells and I get revenue from it. I hope that works. Yvonne Antonio, I see you exercise a lot. How do you manage to stay consistent? It's very hard for me too. I feel like I have people in my corner that push me. If I don't go for exercise 2 days in a row, my mother will come, "Can you get? What has exercise done to you? Are you people quarreling?" So when you have people like that push you, you have no choice but to equally push yourself. Secondly, when I see my mom dressing up to go for exercise, what's my excuse? Someone that's giving birth to how many children? I'm her last born and she's still exercising. And my auntie that is even older than my mom is so consistent. So what should be my excuse? I just have to keep pushing. And health-wise, I just have to keep pushing because this heart is very important to me. This life is too sweet to cut it short by just being sedentary. As you age, you know that your metabolism reduces, so you have to put in extra work to avoid body pains and all of that. Much love, ma'am. Advice for a 14-year-old content creator. I went through your channel when I saw this question. I'm not trying to knock down your hustle. If you don't have someone who is managing the type of content you put out, I would suggest you get someone. You're actually young for the type of content you put out. I feel like you should put age-appropriate content that your age mates can watch and learn something from, and keep at it. It will be a very good niche for you. It's a good thing you started off early, so with time, before you get to 20, you would have established yourself in terms of content creation. I don't know if you mentioned a court wedding. Would you be having one? Of course I'll be having one. Why won't I be having one? I mean, in Nigeria, you have to do traditional cuts and whites. So definitely we'll do all of that. You look gorgeous as always. Thank you. What would you advise someone who just finished NYSC and doesn't have a job and a struggling business? I'd advise you to get a skill for starters. Something you like, makeup, sewing, hair, there are a lot of them, a bunch of them. In the process, keep searching for a job. Let that business that you have now that you say is struggling be a side hustle. Why I'm saying this is that you need the experience from a 9-to-5 to successfully run a business in terms of quality assurance, in terms of customer service, and a whole bunch of other areas, unless you're ready to pay for master classes. But when you're working under someone, aka 9-to-5, you get those added value for basically free. Open a LinkedIn account, be active there, get a good headshot picture. Not on your LinkedIn, your picture is you holding your phone or you eating. Nobody will take you serious. Let it be a professional headshot photo. It doesn't have to be in the studio. If money is a constraint, I take it with your phone. Hi Chantel, I love your personality. I want to know your relationship with Nello now. Thank you. This is not a question to you. I just need your sisterly advice. What really can I do to elevate my life? I just finished school, but I'm not so young. This thought has led me to depression. I just don't know what next. What can I do? What do you love doing? I feel like it starts from there, because if you eventually get into something you're not passionate about, you won't sustain it for a long time. So just search yourself, what do you like to do, and that will just lead you to make the right decision. Also look into getting a job as well. That's really vital. You don't want your going to school all these years to be a waste. I can't tell you what to do because I'm not in your shoes, you get, but what has really helped me is doing things that I love doing. That way I don't burn out, that way I don't get frustrated. Even though sometimes with the things I love doing, it gets tiring, but it never gets tiring to the extent where I want to give up. Curly girl, you look good on braids. Thank you. What's your view on hookup culture in today's society? There's a school of thought which suggests that one should taste different waters before he or she gets into marriage. Experience several relationships/situations. My question is this: someone who had never had multiple partners before marriage, would you say he or she is inexperienced? Inexperienced in what aspect? There are so many facets to this. What I like to point out is that, yeah, of course you'll be inexperienced. You cannot be experienced in something that you have never tried out. It's a given, so you can learn in the process. I definitely do not belong to that school of thought that suggests you have to try out different partners and relationships and stuff just to get experience. I'm going to liken this to a 9-to-5. There are some people that just have the theoretical framework when it comes to a particular type of job. They've never practicalized it, right? But they are awarded these jobs and they equally learn on the job. Same vein, with relationship, you learn on the job. Even though you've had all the experience in the world and you end up with somebody who doesn't like a particular thing you have been doing, you will throw it out of the window. You have to unlearn that and learn what he or she likes. Don't listen to anybody say that hookup culture, you have to try for you to know which one is good or which one is not bad, because my sister or my brother, you will end up trying everybody in this world because people are going cray these days. Good day, Chantel. Are you self-employed or do you have a 9-to-5 job? What things do you do to succeed at becoming self-employed? What did you study in school? Any plans of relocating, maybe abroad after marriage? How soon do you want to start having children after you wed? 4 questions from Shop With Me. Yes, I am self-employed. I run SMEs that I'm trying to move to the next level. No, I don't have a 9-to-5 job, but I worked 9-to-5 for 5 years plus, which was a learning experience. I don't regret it at all. What things did you do to succeed at becoming self-employed? Just kept pushing. Still, I'm resilient. I actually studied computer science, so I am an IT technician by profession. Sure, me and my husband are not going to stay apart, so it's either you relocate or I relocate, but I don't see myself staying in Port Harcourt, even though I eventually stay in Nigeria. Yeah? How soon do you want to start having children after you wed? Immediately. Let the will of God oversee the situation. Are we getting any roast video in relation to Don Jazzy's mom's burial at Ashwebi? No, we're not. I'm just going to see this one out of respect for Don Jazzy's mother, actually, for the dead. It would have been good content because I saw some styles that I don't understand. Let's just leave that somewhere. Much love from Gambia. Which 3 university will you recommend for someone, state and federal? If you intend to open a restaurant, where would be your location and why? Would you start up a business in Anambra State and base in Enugu? 3 universities I recommend: Unilag, University of Ibadan, and UNN, University of Nigeria, and Suka. For restaurants, I would definitely want to open in either Abuja or Lagos because they have the customer base. Would you start up a business in Anambra State and base in Enugu? No, I will not. First off, this picture is fine. How do you save when you're a huge spender? Any tips? You cannot save when you're a huge spender. Let's just lay that out first. That was my issue. I could not actually save as much as I wanted to with the way I was spending in the past. So what works for me now is categorizing my needs on my wants. Secondly, I've cut down my going out. I'm almost always at home. If I must eat soup with shaki, goat meat, whatever inside, I'll go to the market, get it, and cook it in my house. The quantity will even be much, and it will be richer than what I will get in the restaurant for even cheaper. I still splurge here and there, but I've really reduced my spending. That way, I'm saving more, and I'm definitely not that huge spender anymore. So, like I said, you cannot be a huge spender and still save. You might want to try out categorizing, just needs and wants. If you have this color of top and you see it in another color, you don't necessarily need it in the other color. That is a want at this point. Yeah, it will really, really help. The next question is from Eunice Iloba. Why did you go public with your engagement too soon? Eunice is the one telling me that it was too soon, not me that put it up. No problem. Most YouTubers will keep it private till about a month of wedding or even after the wedding. Would that be so for pregnancy too? For starters, you lose me when you start comparing me. Don't compare me to another YouTuber. I'm not most YouTubers. I am Kelechi Chantel. We already know that, okay? Do I think it was too soon announcing it? I'm yet to see that part, unless you want to expatiate more. Announcing engagement has nothing to do with the wedding. I can decide to be engaged for 10 years. That's one thing that people don't understand. If I say now I want to get married in 2032, nobody will do anything. You can talk and talk and talk and talk. It doesn't drop one hair from my body. It doesn't change the color of my skin tone. It doesn't give me that dollars I need in my account, right? She said, will it be so for pregnancy? Everything I do has to do with the mood I'm in. So if I get pregnant and I'm not in the mood to announce it, I give birth to my 3 children, please let us take it like that. If I want to announce the same day I found out, oh well and good. There's no, what would I call it now, yardstick to measure how soon or how late something is. So yeah, to answer your question, Iloba, I don't even know what your question is. Why did I go public too soon? What might be too soon for you might not be too soon for me, my dear. Yeah, moving on. That's it with this video. Thank you so much for sending in your questions. Appreciate each and every one of you. Already know that. Like, there's no masking that at this point. Subscribe if you haven't already. Leave your comments in the comment section. Share this video. And yeah, that's it. I love you guys for watching. I will see you in my next one. Baby, you're so high, I don't mind a little crazy, but baby, you're so high, we don't need to go on a